Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a bit of a news roundup with some very surprising and unexpected news because EA announced today that they're going to be adding anti-cheat to Battlefield 5 years after they canceled Battlefield 5's content. And on top of that, we're going to be discussing a pretty funny clip that has been going around all of social media of Shroud absolutely roasting EA Dice. So without further ado, let's jump into the content. If you enjoy the channel, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to shout out my sponsor, Glitch Energy, in this video. We're doing big things behind the scenes. If you haven't tried Glitch Energy, link in the description. Use my code ENDERS for 20% off. There's international shipping. Try the flavor Aim Assist, because let's be honest here, some of you guys probably need that. Whoa, I'm kidding, guys. I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. I would never say anything like that. Surely not. Now, jumping over to the first topic here, EA, in a bit of a surprise announcement that they said they teased, but I didn't see any teaser for it, they announced that Battlefield 5 is going to be receiving EA anti-cheat support after the game has already been canceled for years, which is completely unexpected. To be completely fair, though, I have seen people ask for this for quite a long time, probably over 2 years at this point. People have been begging for them to do something about the BF5 cheating problem, because if you think it got any better, I have news for you. I can't even play Battlefield 5 because whenever I launch the game, I'm immediately followed by some sort of insane cheat, which renders the game completely and totally unplayable for me, and really any other streamer or content creator these cheaters decide to follow. And let me just add this, okay? That is beyond unacceptable. I cannot even properly quantify how ridiculously bullshit that is, because my vocabulary isn't extensive enough to encapsulate the sheer ridiculousness of that situation. And no matter how hard we try, no matter how many times I try to contact people, guess what, guys? I can't get the cheaters banned. So they just run around completely unpoliced. Hopefully, the addition of EA anti-cheat to Battlefield 5 will somewhat catch the cheaters in Battlefield 5 off guard a little bit. Perhaps their cheats aren't really adapted to deal with EA anti-cheat, and maybe there will just be like mass ban waves as soon as this goes live. Obviously, that is just pure speculation on my part. I'm not saying EA anti-cheat is gonna work, okay? That's not what I'm saying. In fact, I know it doesn't work 100% of the time, because today, ladies and gentlemen, March 27th, I was streaming just a few hours ago, and guess what happened? A cheating, aimbotting scumbag stream sniped me and followed me around to 3 or 4 servers, rendering my game completely unplayable in Battlefield 2042, which just happens to have EA anti-cheat. So while I would love to be very optimistic that EA anti-cheat is going to help clean up Battlefield 5 and restore that game's playability on PC, I am not uber confident. For those of you wondering when this EA anti-cheat is going to be implemented in Battlefield 5, it's going to go live at Wednesday, April 3rd at 8 a.m. UTC. Now, just a bit of a suggestion here, Dice. Maybe, just maybe, if you're going to introduce anti-cheat into a cheat-infested game, you actually shouldn't announce when you're going to do it, because doesn't that give the cheat people time to, like, fix their cheats so it works with the new anti-cheat? Like, am I crazy? Comment down below. I don't really think it's smart to announce when you're going to be transitioning your game to have new anti-cheat. That's just my opinion. I think they should do it secretly, and then anyone that's cheating just gets permit. I don't necessarily think they absolutely have to tell people before they implement the anti-cheat. They could tell people after they implement the anti-cheat. That's just a little 2 cents from me. Now, switching topics from talking about the newly implemented anti-cheat to Shroud, essentially just telling us what a lot of us already know about EA creator relations.
They asked and paid for maybe 60 to 100 content creators for their help. Okay? They did consulting with about, a lot of us. It started with like 60 of us or something, and then it narrowed down to 40, and then 20, and then 10, or whatever it was. Did it a few times. They didn't listen to a thing we said. Not one thing. Not one thing we said. Not a single one. Not one. Why the did they pay us? I mean, I got paid, but I couldn't believe it. Like, we know what we're talking about. We play games for a living. We don't stop. We just play, 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 play. We have you guys in chat who just echo all of the shit that's bad. We know everything. We are the masterminds. Listen to us.
This clip of Shroud went extremely viral. I believe it originated in a YouTube video or maybe on his stream. But after listening to what Shroud had to say about this, let's all be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a surprise whatsoever. If there was an award for the company that listens to their community the least, EA would be the all-time greatest, most awarded champion of the universe in that category. This is their MO, bro. That is what they do. Of course they invited a bunch of people and never listened to them. That is their bread and butter. Don't ask me why. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like what Shroud said, he couldn't believe it, but that's what they do, man. They don't care. They will invite hundreds of people, pay them, and then not listen to a single thing they say. It's amazing. And for whatever reason, some people are acting like this is some like insider information. I don't know if it's just my position within the Battlefield community as one of the few people that actively streams on Twitch every single day, but I sort of understood this was happening as it was happening years ago during 2042's release. I kind of know by now who to expect is streaming in the Battlefield Twitch section. There's a little community, and there's maybe 6 to 8 streamers in there that will always be in there. At the beginning of the game, there are 30, 40, 50 sponsored streams, and of course, none of them actually care about Battlefield. They're just there for the bag. They're there for the money, which, hey, I don't blame them at all. In fact, I would do the exact same thing because of course I'm going to take EA's money. Come on, bro, like really? I shudder to imagine how much EA paid some of the big boys to stream their game. It has to be in the ballpark of $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 for a couple of these sponsored streams, and I am not exaggerating. And the creators know that they're just buying their exposure. Again, all these creators that they sponsored do not care about Battlefield, and a lot of them weren't even asked to give feedback. Now, the people that were asked to give feedback should have expected to be not listened to, because that's something that's been going on for years. That is not exclusive to 2042. That's happened in BF5, Battlefield 1, probably Battlefield 4, maybe less so in those previous games, but again, EA's the world champion of not listening. Now, switching gears to a separate part of Shroud's statement, where Shroud essentially states that streamers, all they do is game, all they do is have a bunch of people tell them what the problems are in their channels, and EA should listen to them as a result. People, for whatever reason, are butthurt about that statement, so let me give my opinion on this, okay? Obviously, a lot of people don't necessarily want content creators to have any influence on these games, okay? And for the most part, they actually don't, because Shroud literally told you they didn't listen to a single thing they said. But the question is, should they? And yes, they should, because Shroud has a point. When you have someone like Shroud that is mechanically himself extremely talented and very skilled, better than 99% of people without ever playing Battlefield, okay? Combine the fact that he has 30,000 live viewers reiterating the problems of the game all in one place. Of course, they're going to view Shroud or anyone like him as an information hub. I think a lot of the people that are getting butthurt by Shroud saying that they should listen to them and that, oh, streamers game all the time, we know what's going on, we're valuable, we should listen to us. I think the people that are mad about that are just people that hate streamers and hate content creators irrationally in general. There is a section of people that whenever they see a streamer, whenever they see a content creator, they will just constantly be toxic, make fun of them, all this sort of thing. And I can't understand it for the life of me, because why are they so pressed and upset about it? In the end, it doesn't even matter, because we're talking about Battlefield and EA. No one's voice matters to them. The community's voice doesn't matter, and the content creator's voice doesn't matter. So what the hell, man? And the last thing I'll say about this is there is actually a section of people in this world that think that games are specifically made for content creators nowadays. Let me just guarantee you this right now. Battlefield 2042 and the Battlefield franchise in general is one of the least content creator franchises in the entire world. You can't even so much as stream the game without getting harassed and stream sniped by literal cheaters every single time you try to play it. So if you actually think that that is something that content creators want to be involved in, you are mistaken. The reason you don't see big streamers play Battlefield is because of the things that I just mentioned, and because the game is so bullshit and annoying that they're big enough to where they can just play whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They don't have to deal with this garbage that is present in Battlefield. The fact of the matter is, EA DICE has to button things up substantially before they could ever even hope to see any large content creators regularly start playing their games. And I genuinely believe people don't understand how bad the situation inside of Battlefield truly is. Doxing is a regular occurrence. Cheaters run completely unpoliced. You get stream sniped constantly, harassed constantly. It is probably the worst FPS gaming community I have ever seen in my entire life. And no one knows it better than me, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I am the only person on this planet that has streamed Battlefield for over 5 years daily because I love Battlefield, okay? I'm a Battlefield guy. That's what I do. I'm just stating the simple facts here, okay? Because I know some people are going to go, well, Enders, if this is such a big problem, then why do you play it, bro? I don't know, bro. Why do you play your favorite game? Because it's your favorite, right? Yeah, it's no different here. I'm just telling you the simple things that happen during the gameplay. If you're a content creator, these are just simple facts. So I went on a bit of a tangent there, but that's okay because I think we ought to go out a bit of a tangent when it comes to the state of Battlefield and how unacceptable it is regarding anti-cheat and the community and how no one gets banned, no one's held accountable, harassment is rampant, pretty much unstreamable for anyone that's any sort of large content creator. And generally, the game just has a bunch of problems. Whether or not it's EA DICE, I don't really care. It needs to be fixed. So if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. First link in the description. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, join the Discord. All those links are in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.